Hello, my good people. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi, and today marks a special day because I have reached 10 years on YouTube. And throughout the 10 years on YouTube, half of the time I've been on YouTube, I've been a Let's Player. And I have to say, that has been the most enjoyable experience ever known, because being a Let's Player means you can share your memories of whatever game you remember, be it old or new or something in between. Me, I prefer to be on the obscure side of the gaming spectrum. And yes, I am from the old school, in which that means to most of you out there, yes, I play retro more than I play modern. In this day and age, they call it vintage. But I tried making a video before I did this, and I will just say this: it was of a game that I had on Saturn, but played the Dreamcast version of it, and that's Daytona USA. It didn't really go that well for me because as I was trying to talk about how I felt about being on YouTube for this long, I don't know. I couldn't focus on it. So I decided it's better just to get a picture out and just share my thoughts in this video. Now, being a Let's Player means to me, as I mentioned it, you get to share the feelings of what you enjoy about certain video games. And granted, most times that sometimes I might not have the best commentary because of real life and all that. But that doesn't stop me from actually trying to beat the game. And there are some people out there who do not like success. They're called trolls, and they hate success. Because there are some that will just give you a down vote, a thumbs down, or they'll just tell you that you suck. Me, I like to look above the influence. As much as I would like to reach over, pull my hand in through the internet, and extend it to the far reaches of the world, wherever that person is, and strangle them, I can't do it. As much as I would like to, I can't do it. Plus, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of kicking down my spirits when they're at their peak of, appreciation. As I've checked on my channel, I have so far made over 5,200 videos. Accurately, it's 5,285, or rather, when this video comes up, 86 videos. So that's 5,200. And let me tell you something. According to my records, because I do keep track of every Let's Play I've ever done, my count happens to be 105. 105 games I've beaten on my channel. 105 games I've beaten on my channel, whether I've used cheats or not. And that goes without saying that I do the best I can do. And that's the only thing I can do for you viewers out there. I can only give you the best I can give. If it's not good enough, well, I'm sorry. You can look elsewhere. But I can only do games the way I can do them. But I'm not going to waste my time trying to break my ass over said video game. I will try to bypass it in some way, in any kind of form. And that's the beautiful thing about being a Let's Player. Now, most Let's Players, they will not resort to cheating. As someone from the old school, if it means I can pass the game without trying to blow my stack, it's worth it. I mean, I enjoy doing Let's Plays. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing Let's Plays. I enjoy sharing whatever kind of knowledge I have on whatever video game that I tend to remember from my youth and share it with you guys. And I do not mind wanting to play through and I don't mind playing through like 50 some odd parts of one game just to clear it. Because as much as I want to start it, I want to get through it so I can finish it. And I don't do these games for profit. I don't do them for views. I do them because I enjoy doing them. They get high views, If not, I ain't gonna worry about it. But the most important thing is the fact that I'm having fun. That's the most important thing. And most people tend to forget, especially in this day and age in which how swollen our egos can get. Those out there would tend to just not care about the game. They want to show how many games they've beaten, how many, they put on the highest difficulty or any kind of mess like that. No, that's not what playing games about. Playing game is about, taking your mind away from reality. You've dealt with reality for about 8 to sometimes 16 hours. You want to get that little downtime before you call it a day. And that's what I'm about. I'm about, just getting that little bit of energy out before I call it a day. Because whenever I do these videos, be it like 30 minutes to about 15 minutes to about maybe 90, 30 to say 90, or a solid 2 hours, it's just showing you this is how much progress I made. From point A to point whatever I feel B is going to be. And just pick it up from there next time. And I know I've done some games that would often just frustrate me, and I would have to put down and say, you know what, I'll return to this when I'm in a better mood. And again, I apologize, but I'm human too. At least I feel I'm human enough. Although I can say, for the last 5 to 6 years in being a Let's Player, I've never regretted any game that I've ever played, be it from my own library to a request. But sometimes some requests had to be notified because sometimes different things might happen. Like some games just won't work, while other games just tend to not want to work. And most people don't realize that we have lives too. I mean, I have a life outside of being a Let's Player. I'm an author, a teacher. I mean, for most who know about me, that's what I do outside of being a Let's Player. I'm an author, I'm a teacher, a cook. Pretty much, I take care of stuff during the evening, not during the day, because I'm either asleep or I'm out shopping, or whatever, paying bills or whatnot. I'm just taking care of business. Aside from that, the time I share with you guys is a rarity for me, and I'm being as real as I can possibly get. It is tough. It is tough doing something like this when I'm not being the normally high energetic Tenkaichi. It's really hard to be that person sometimes. And sometimes when I just don't feel it, I just don't feel it. It just like drains and like. And for those who are wondering why I talk strange, why I have pauses in my video, most times whenever I'm in the middle of recording, sometimes I just get in that zone. And we all get that sometimes. At least you know you're not watching a dead video in which you have no audio whatsoever coming from the game or the person giving sidebar commentary with the game. And the only thing I can say is, don't hate what I do for a reason, for any reason at all. Because most times, there's some people out there who want to see something different. They want to see, something that hasn't been seen before, or they want it to be seen at a different angle, or whatnot. Like, say for instance, if I do Skies of Arcadia, some people who remember the Sega Dreamcast or the GameCube version, they'll be interested. There are some people who have an interest in certain games, and I do them just because I like to do them. Whether they're games that I have little to no experience in, versus a game that I have plenty of experience in. But I feel being a Let's Player has changed my life for the better, because I feel more outspoken. Around certain people, I am quiet. But when it's just me and I'm playing this one game, and I kind of get really happy about it. It's a good feeling. And especially in this day and age in which there's too much stupid going around, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to relieve you of the stupid. Even sometimes I do have to get very blunt on certain topics. That's why I have a podcast for that. Whether I'm doing such things as Tenkaichi Talk, Chess of Obscurity, Shitastic Games, or just one of the many Let's Plays that I'm currently still doing. I'm doing them for a reason. I'm doing them just because I feel like doing them. Just because I like to basically play a game and just have fun with it. I mean, to me, if you've seen how many RPGs I have on my channel, I have more RPGs than any other game genre there is, and I'm kind of working towards like putting a little bit more effort into all the others outside of RPGs, because some people might get sick of RPGs. So that's why I do a little bit of everything, a little bit more of everything, I should add, because, well, why not? But yeah, 10 years on YouTube, that really does say a lot. And 5 years, most of the time, being a Let's Player. I don't think anybody else outside my family knows that I'm a Let's Player. I mean, the old man says, oh, I am on the radio. I don't know why he calls it a radio. Set in his ways, I guess. One of my brothers don't even know what a Let's Player is. So I told him that I'm a Let's Player. I have one of my nephews who is sub to me, and I told him I'm a Let's Player. And like I said, very few people know that I'm a Let's Player. I don't, and to me, being a Let's Player, I don't like keeping that a secret. It's like that's something that should not be kept as a dirty little secret. Like, oh, you play video games. How old are you? There are people who just, I don't know, they have this phobia. They get phobic around people who play video games. And regardless of what people say, I'm still going to play video games. Whether I get these childish insults that is like, you suck. Like, okay, you, S-U-X. I'm like, okay, if you're going to insult me, please show some dignity about yourself. I mean, I don't know how many people have told me that I quote unquote suck. Okay, first off, how many games have you cleared on your channel? Okay? How much time do you put in to making set videos for your channel, for your viewer base, and mostly for yourself? And on top of that, how would you feel if somebody told you that you suck, if you didn't give your best effort on any kind of thing you did? Mine just happened to be more than just video games. I just happen to like playing video games, but everything else, I like show some effort. So for me, playing video games after hours, regardless if I am partially tired, I do them because, hey, why not? If I was doing a playthrough, of certain games, and I'm not even focusing my attentions on, say, time or anything like that, that'd be funny. That'd be really, really funny. But again, I don't do these games for profit. nor do I do them for, nor do I want to do them for profit. I like doing what I do because I enjoy having fun. That's all there is to it. I mean, if it's my purpose on YouTube to be a Let's Player, then I'm going to be the best damn Let's Player out there. I don't have to be the best. But to myself, I like to be one of the very few best out there. And regardless of what happens, the best is all I can possibly give for you guys. Now, I don't know about everybody else, but for those who have been around my channel for so long, and for so very few of you that dropped me a line whenever you guys have time to do so, thank you. I mean, there have been times in which, I'd like to see some kind of progress. I like to see something to read, something to reply back to, comment, one comment or so on my videos every so often, but hey, everybody's got a life, and so do I. So the fact remains that I've undergone a big change in my life. And I can tell you, I am that one guy. That one guy that nobody expects to be. That underdog. The underdog. That's who I am. I'm the underdog. I'm the one that's not supposed to be the champion, but they haven't expected somebody like me to come along. But hey, that's how it's always been in my life. I've always had to prove to myself and to sometimes the world that I can do whatever I feel like I want to do. Living is one of them. And doing what I enjoy in life is just another part of that living. So I've grown from being the underdog of the underrated to the Tenkaichi of gaming. But I'm still the same guy you've always known for years upon years upon years. For the last 10 years. 10 years. I'm the same damn guy you've seen for the last 10 years. I am still Pookie Izzy 7. I am still Ichigo Musco. I'm still that guy on YouTube that plays the often not so spoken games of people, the games that people slightly remember to don't remember at all, to something that made, to be made as a cult classic or a fan favorite. But that's what I am on YouTube. That's who I'd like to be. And that's who I'm going to continue to be as the years roll by. So with that, for the last 10 years, I've been on here. Once again, thank you for your kind support. Every person who has ever joined my channel. That especially goes out to my friends, old and new. You know who you are. Thank you for everything, really. I can say no more than that. Thank you for everything. And I look forward to continue doing more obscure Let's Plays in the far future. And I hope to still see you around when that time happens. So with that, my friends, the Tenkaichi has spoken. So, Senpai's blessings upon you. I love each and every one of you guys. And thank you for being there with me and right beside me. And I look forward to seeing more of you in the future. So with that, I have spoken, and I am out. Tenkai Muso!